A diverse group gathered at the Green Fork, a local vegan cafe, each bringing their own unique perspective on food choices. Jane, a recent convert to veganism, enthusiastically shared her decision. She spoke about her past when she, like many, believed her individual choices didn't matter. It was a sentiment Tom, sipping his soy latte, could relate to. He used to think veganism was too inconvenient until he discovered the variety and accessibility of plant-based options. Across the table, Mike, a former advocate of ethical meat, pondered over his quinoa salad. His journey began with a realization. The concept of humane meat was an oxymoron, a truth that resonated with Linda. She used to hold tightly to her cultural traditions involving meat, but had since learned that ethical progress often meant challenging such norms. Emma, scrolling through a vegan nutrition app, chimed in. She had been swayed by health arguments, once believing meat and dairy were irreplaceable for a healthy diet. Next to her, Gary, an environmental activist, nodded in agreement. He'd always prioritized other environmental actions over his diet, not realizing the substantial impact reducing meat consumption had on his carbon footprint. The group then turned to Jack, a fitness enthusiast who had worried about protein before discovering the power of plant-based sources. Beside him, Sarah, a budget-conscious student, laughed about her initial fears of veganism being expensive. She'd found that plant-based staples were not only affordable, but also offered long-term health benefits. Finally, there was Chris, a chef who once believed nothing could rival the taste of meat. His culinary journey through veganism, however, had opened his eyes to a world of flavors he'd never imagined, a sentiment echoed by many at the table. As their lively discussion continued, they realized how their paths, though varied, shared common threads, misconceptions, cultural norms, and personal challenges. Yet each had found their way to the Green Fork, united by a shared vision of a compassionate, sustainable future.